So how do you think this crew compares to Captain Kirk's original crew?
I think that you're coming in on a group of people who are still discovering themselves. Who am I as it relates to who you are? You know, these are questions that we ask and explore in our show in a very, very deep and profound way. So I think that's what separates us. You know, it's Starfleet, it's the Federation, so it's familiar in that way, but it's different in what we're able to dig into.
Well, I mean, Captain Kirk's original crew, it really focused on the three people more than, it was really Kirk, Spock, and McCoy. They were kind of like a trio. And then you got some of Scotty and, some of Chekhov and Sulu, and Uhura. But it was really their dynamic was so core and central to it, especially Kirk and Spock.
I think there are some elements that are similar, some archetypes. You have a little bit of everything, a little bit of logic over emotion, a little bit of emotion over logic, a lot of different personalities, some humor. So I think a lot of those slots are filled in our show that were there in the original.
Right, the reason I wanted to do it is because it wasn't anything like any of the other crews I'd seen, and the characters weren't like them. The situation isn't like it either. It's wartime, and the way of telling the story, this 15-hour miniseries, essentially one kind of novelized story, was fresh because I loved that first show. I grew up on it. I was a kid on the couch glued to it, and I wouldn't want to do a pale reboot of it.
Our show, Sonequa Martin-Green's character in our ship starts out as she's been stripped of her rank. So you're following it really from a central character's eyes, and then all of us sort of are branching off of her. So that's different. It's more about like this, she's sort of like the trunk of the tree, and then we all branch off of it in a way. So it's not quite so centralized to that unit.
The lead of our show is not the captain. The lead of our show is First Officer Michael Burnham, played by Sonequa Martin-Green, and so we're following her story. And now we've already seen that she committed some mutiny early on, like in episode 1, and so the whole rest of this show is her redemption, her fight back, her climb back, and can she?
I think it's a story for our times, of our times. I mean, it might be set in the future, but we live in these very troubled, divisive times now with complicated moral decisions every day that, I got kids. The world must feel so unsafe to them because of the lunatics who are in charge of it and the decisions they're making. And our story is born out of that, and hopefully it's very entertaining, but it's a Star Trek universe. Star Trek, you recognize the symbols, you recognize the kind of technology, but the characters and their dilemmas are completely modern.